QR's got no one to blame except themselves.
Paul Pluter is the whistleblower behind documents which revealed the extent of the driver shortage.
It's the executives at QR who should be ashamed of themselves. They should get out of their Statesman, get out of their 5 Series BMW and take the train.
Since the data was collected, the Queensland rail saga has claimed a transport minister and a CEO. Now a new minister says she's determined to fix it.
Hi guys, Paul Pluter on the ArchieLuxury channel. I'm doing a QR rail fail before the election tomorrow. I got a bit of gossip in, and I think it's time I shared this with the press, the media, and the punters. So let's just have a look here. I've got some announcements to make. Here we go. This is regarding the new gen. This is the new generation rolling stock trains and parts, etc. With Jackie Trad there, she's insisting on the guards' quarters. This has completely wrecked the DDA compliance issues. Completely wrecked it by insisting on these guards' quarters there. Apparently TMR had an opportunity to claim an exemption so that they wouldn't be liable for this mess. But good old Simon Cook forgot to put the paperwork in there. Yes, it's a bit of a bummer, Simon. The blowout, hundreds of millions of dollars. This is what it's going to be there. A deal has been struck with the unions. That's right, here we go. Good one, Jackie. Great to see you working with me, not against me. Well, maybe not. Basically, a deal has been struck with the unions. No new gen trains will be running on the Ipswich line. Now, let's clarify this. What they do is they have sectors. You got the Caboolture sector. You got the Springfield line. You got the Cleveland line, and you got the Ipswich line. They've made a deal with the unions that no new gens will be allowed on the Ipswich line. Well done. That's all I can say. Why would you do a deal with the unions where the new gen's not going to be used on the Ipswich line? This is absolutely crazy. Not only that, you never guess where the maintenance facilities are for new gen. It's at Ipswich. So you're going to have trains running empty to the new gen facility. Normally you'd run passengers to Ipswich, then you take the train to the new gen repair / maintenance depot. But no. They decided to do a deal with the unions, and they've agreed not to run new gen on the Ipswich line. What a stinker! What a stinker. It gets worse than this here. Absolutely worse than this here. There's also a massive scheduling problem here. There's a massive scheduling problem. So basically, the network is divided into sectors, and the other thing they've agreed to is on the Caboolture and the Gold Coast sectors, only new gen trains with dunnies. So only half of the new gen trains have dunnies, and they've said, well, they're only going to run trains with dunnies on Caboolture and Gold Coast. So what you don't understand is you thought the driver shortage was a disaster. Well, I got something bigger for you, the scheduling disaster, because what happened before new gen, you could run any train on any sector, any line, okay? Doesn't matter what type of train, electric train it was, a passenger electric train, you could run the bugger. Now, we've got this big scheduling problem. You want to use a certain train, okay, but you can't use new gen on Ipswich. Boo! Then if you're going to run new gen trains on Caboolture or Gold Coast, they gotta be new gen with dunnies. Boo boo! Absolute planning nightmare. This is an absolute planning nightmare itself there. Absolute disaster. It's just an absolute mess. The other great news is Jackie wanted the screens for the guards. $114 million that's cost to date for the screens for the guards. $114 million. Well done, Jackie. That's all I can say. Well done, Jackie. Everything's a disaster, absolute disaster. It's a tale of woe. It's a tale of agony. This is Queensland rail fail. QR rail fail. This is the final update before the election. So there you have it. QR did a deal with the unions. They did a deal with the unions. And they have agreed not to run new gen on the Ipswich line. And they've also agreed to use only new gen with dunnies on Caboolture and Gold Coast. This will be a scheduling nightmare / disaster. That's the only words you can use to describe it. New gen continues to be the nasty thing. And I don't know what to say. It's just a disaster. I'm Paul Pruder, your Queensland rail advocate, QR rail advocate. Tell me what you guys think of that.
Okay. There's more bad news tonight for Queensland Rail. Max Futcher, customer satisfaction is on the slide.
Yes, Sharon, and new figures show the so-called rail fail is hurting QR at the turnstiles. 7 News has also conducted a right to information investigation. We wanted to know if any safety issues had unfolded in the lead-up to the timetable debacle. Well, investigations from the past 12 months are still active, so couldn't be released. But here are some major incidents that came before that. Sometimes things go wrong. A derailment near Julia Creek 14 months ago. 3 crew injured, sulphuric acid spilled, a 2-kilometre exclusion zone. This was caused by flooding, and it's just one Queensland Rail investigation recently completed, now released under right to information. Others include a collision in Manly in 2015 when not all wagon handbrakes were applied, a derailment at Glen Geddes in 2014 due to a mechanical failure, and a collision between 2 trains at Mount Surprise in the same year. All this as new figures show customer satisfaction in Queensland Rail is in decline.
This is the worst result we have ever seen in Queensland history. People have given up in believing in public transport.
11 key indicators like reliability, information and affordability were all down.
It is clearly understandable that at the height of the timetable debacle late last year, consumers did record significant dissatisfaction.
QR's got no one to blame except themselves.
Paul Pluter is the whistleblower behind documents which revealed the extent of the driver shortage.
It's the executives at QR who should be ashamed of themselves. They should get out of their Statesman, get out of their 5 Series BMW and take the train.
Since the data was collected, the Queensland Rail saga has claimed a Transport Minister and a CEO. Now a new minister says she's determined to fix it.
We know that this is not going to be fixed overnight. It's not going to be fixed in a couple of months.
Max Futcher, 7 News.